I ain't never got a flex. All I get is checks. Buy a private jet. Where we going next? I'm too up every day. I'm too up every day. I'm too up every day. I'm too up every day.
What's good with it, Pack fam? It's your boy, Mr. Check My Resume. I'm here to bring you my 0-day watch list for April 22nd. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet and to the point. Really, you guys already know that are in the pack how we get down. It's Friday at 0-day. It's time to turn a little bit into a lot of bit. And so let's jump right into it. First ticker on my watch list this week. Well, actually for tomorrow, I'm going to start on the hedge. I'm actually going to start with some bonds, and that's TLT. I've got TLT setting up with the 212 on the 4 hour above 120.77. Also, I have a reversal on the day, a rev strat above 120.91. So I'm looking at TLT. If we get continued downside bearish activity in the morning, I'll be looking at TLT promptly. Also, just some other alternatives. You've got VIX, VXX, which is the one I prefer, as well as UVXY. And both of those have outside days that happen currently today. So we're looking for a continuation above the daily high today for both of those. So on the VIX, we're looking at a 25-22 level for entry above the day. And then on UVXY, we are looking for a level of 1333 to take entry above that. So kicking it off, that's where I'm starting out as with some hedges, just to kind of put us in play in case we do get continued downside action tomorrow. Next one I'm looking at, going to get into materials a little bit here. We've been playing materials for a while now, and we got a couple setups that we're looking at for tomorrow. First of which I'm looking at is silver SLB. I'm looking at a 212 setting up on a 4 hour, and that's above $22.87. Also looking at a rev strat on the day above $22.94. So silver setting up pretty good, has a nice inside 4 hour setup. So really looking for that to take off tomorrow if we continue how we ended the day. Also looking at Vail. Vail, we're setting up for a 2-2 rev on the 4 hour above $17.73. Also looking at a rev strat on the day above $18.36. Again, just really looking at this reversal here on Vail. Next thing we've got is X. X was showing us a lot of relative strength towards the very end of the day when a lot of things were still pushing down. We got a couple setups here on X, first of which is the 322 on the 4 hour above $35.15. Secondly, we've got a rev strat on the day above 37.79 on X, and we're looking at X. X was showing a lot of strength going into the close today, so keep your eye out for that one. And then also CLF has earnings opening up first thing in the morning, so we'll know pretty quickly what's happening with materials with this CLF earnings. So on CLF, we're looking at a 322 to the upside on the 4 hour above $30.07. Also, we're looking at a rev strat on the day, 2-2 rev above $31.66. So I'll be looking at that 4 hour level more than anything. I think that's going to dictate what's going to happen. So we'll know what happens with those pretty quickly in the morning. Moving on now, I want to get into staples a little bit. This sector was showing a lot of strength while the rest of the market was kind of pulling back or acting a little wobbly. So I definitely wanted to pull out a few tickers there. Actually, there's more than what I'm going to reference here, but I think this will kind of set the tone. First of which is Prime Minister. This is Philip Morris, but we call it Prime Minister here in the pack. What we're looking at on PM is a 312 on the 4 hour above 105.63. On Prime Minister, looking to take that entry to get into continuation and keep it rolling. That one's pretty straightforward. It's been moving in force. Second one we're looking at here in staples is MO Altria. We're looking at a 212 on the 4 hour above $57.03. Again, we really like the way MO performed today. Showed a lot of strength. Looking for continuation going into tomorrow. And then the next one I want to highlight is Kroger, KR, better known as K Roger here in the pack. And we are looking at a 312 on the 4-hour above $58.52. Again, we really want to get some continuation on these tickers here. Staple sector has been performing strong. So there's a few other setups as well within staples that we want to see move forward as well, and we think could potentially have some strong upside movement. We've got Campbell's Soup, we've got Clorox, we've got ketchup, better known as Kraft Heinz. We've got some other tickers that we're playing within staples, Colgate, for example. So with Tyson Chicken, we've been in those for a while. So we've got some options. We got some plays that we've been in this sector. So we're looking for continued strength going into tomorrow. The setup doesn't look the best, so we've got to see what happens when we open up. Next one I want to get into is a communications ticker. It's only one, and that's Twitter. And I'm looking at Twitter for a 212 on the 4-hour above $47.48. This is just the outlier that I'm looking at. Could be a secondary play. It did hold up and show pretty good strength in the afternoon today, which caught my eye. Also, there's some additional news going on there with the Elon stuff. So we'll see what happens with Twitter, but this isn't going to be a primary play, but it is something I will be monitoring tomorrow. And the final two that I have are industrial tickers. First of which is FedEx. Just really want to see what it's going to do here at this level. Contracts are priced pretty nicely at this level for it to be FedEx. So I think, in terms of, price level or entry to get in, I think that shouldn't be an issue. It's just more so what's price action going to do on this one. We're sitting on point of control. We're looking at this 212 on the 4-hour above 207.34. So we're really looking to see if FedEx will kind of use that point of control as a launch pad going into tomorrow, coming out of that bearish activity in the afternoon. So then the next one is United Airlines, and I'm looking at a 212 on the 4-hour on United above 51.92. Also with United, we hit macro trigger levels today on the quarter. So this one is really, we're in force, we're rocking and rolling. So we're looking at the 4-hour above 51.92 for entry on UAL. However, again, industrials, I'm not looking at this sector as a primary. This would be an alternative secondary play. So I'm really focused on the hedge plays as well as staples. Those are probably like the primary two things I'll be watching tomorrow. And then after that, it'll be, I should say my hedge plays, then materials, then staples. And then the rest kind of follow suit from there. So that's what I've got for the week. And I'll leave you all with that. Like I said, it'll be short and sweet. I'll catch y'all on tomorrow morning. Let's get this chicken. Peace.